Stephen Harper's environment minister, I think this should be all developed. It's just a waste of land up here. You have nature behind us, and that houses animals, and animals deserve to be imprisoned because they're dangerous. So we should be building another golf course or developing the university further into more dormitories and more buildings. And this is a growing university, and as much as our administration doesn't like education, it is better used as developed than as nature.
Great. Thank you. And what about you, Rick? What do you think about this area?
Well, I disagree with that. This is natural, pristine habitat, and as you can see, encroaching development is affecting the topography of the landscape, and we have soil erosion issues here already in the pre-development stage, and that is affecting the local wildlife, and find that not beneficial for the environment.
Rick, is there a big deal if we just take this piece of land and develop it? There's so much more out there.
Well, as you can see, the basketball court over there is idly sitting there, not being used, or if it's being used for a purpose, that's probably one thing, but just to start.
Why do you propose building a golf course in the backyard of a university?
Because it would support the university golf team, first thing, and it's about jobs, it's about bringing tourist money in, and it's about the economy. Everything is driven by the economy, and nature does nothing to contribute to that, so it needs to be paved over, and we need to add something that will provide money and jobs for our citizens.
But do you think a golf course will solve our issues?
I think if we develop golf courses or other development everywhere, then yes. Obviously, one golf course isn't going to solve all our problems, but if we do that in every city, pave over the wasted space that is nature, then we can develop more jobs, we get more money, we get more tourists, and we will solve this economic crisis we are currently in, but yet have still done a very good job of getting ourselves out of.
So if you had your way, you can see all this timberland, you see us on the other side of the valley, all this grassland, all this flat ranch land, all the vineyards. Do you propose bulldozing that and building buildings?
Well, the vineyards and the farmland is a good thing because that means people are working, people are putting in an honest effort, and they're creating something. As for the timberland, as for the trees, yeah, we need to get rid of those. I mean, look at all that land that is being wasted by trees. If we can get rid of those and develop more businesses, more golf courses, more universities, there will be more jobs, more money, more tourists.
Great. And I know this is a very controversial issue. Have you been receiving heat from environmentalists and people such as Rick?
Well, honestly, the Harper government didn't realize there's a province west of the Rockies, first of all, so this is quite a shock to see all this land here, but you know, we pretty much just ignore environmentalists, scientists, anybody with an education, so it really hasn't been that big of a deal for us.
Great. Thank you. And Rick?
I disagree with the environment minister's short-sighted view of the environment. The soil erosion specialist Charlene here will attest to the fact that trees and plants are actually can help the environment or the economic sustainability by reducing things like mudslides, weather patterns that are disruptive, and in the end they end up costing us way more money than we ever make from developing them. So Charlene will talk about this as a microcosm, as a microclimate, and how it relates to bigger ecosystems and mountainsides and the harvesting of trees and how that affects the environment overall.
Great. Thank you, Rick.